Hello, my name is Lisa Shea, and I'm going to talk with you about making a super cool solid sphere ice cube. You make them with these things that you buy, which are already shaped like a sphere, although they have a bit of a flat bottom on them. And the way these things work is that they're built in two parts. So you get the two parts, you seal them together, and that makes a watertight seal, believe it or not. And there's a little hole in the top. So what I'm going to do is go over to the sink and put water in that hole. So hold on a moment. Alright, so all I did was hold that under the faucet and then let water go into it, and there's a little thin line on there, and you just fill it up to that line because ice, when it hardens, expands. So you want to make sure that there's a little space in there to account for the expansion. But they tell you where that is. So now I'm going to put that in the freezer, and in whatever time an ice cube takes to freeze in your freezer, that'll be done and ready for an ice cube ball, and we'll transition to that. I want to comment, when you choose a glass to put this ice cube in, you need to make sure, of course, it's big enough to hold the ice cube so that the ice cube fits in there. And also you want to think about safety. The ice cube is going to be heavy and it's going to be slippery. So when you're putting it into the glass, then you want to be careful so that it doesn't slip and break the glass or something like that. Or you can use it in, the big glasses if you're not doing wine, sangria kinds of drinks. There's all sorts of other ways to use these balls. But for our case, for making a sangria cool ice cube, we'll be doing it in a wine glass. So I will transition and show you what happens after it freezes. Alright, so now the ice ball has frozen in the freezer. So it's solid, and if we peel this off, it's the top half, you can see it's a pretty good sphere. Pretty cool looking, solid sphere of ice. There's a little tiny divot in the top of it. That's alright. So now you can put this thing into a wine glass carefully, and it looks really cool. And now if you want to make a sangria of some sort, I've got frozen cranberries here to add to, the decoration. Got a little tequila. And a little inexpensive red wine. So yes, the giant ice ball is going to dilute the wine. But when you're making sangria, you're not really worrying about that as much as it looking neat. And if you have the red, then you can just see the top of it, which is pretty cool. If you used a white wine with a lighter type of mix with it, then you could see the whole ball floating in there. So it depends on what you want to do, whether you want to do it with a red wine or white wine or heck, a sparkling wine. Just remember that the ball is fairly large, so you need a wine glass that's big enough to hold the ball in it. And when you're dealing with a solid glass slippery ball and glass, solid ice slippery ball, and glass wine glasses, you want to be careful so that the ball doesn't hurt the glass, because this is pretty heavy, and being ice, it is slippery. So then you just pour more water into this, stick it back in the freezer, and you're ready to start again. Ask me with any questions about how the ice ball works to make ice ball ice cubes, and I look forward to hearing from you. Make posts in the comments about other things you want me to play with. I've certainly got oodles of them around the house from all these years of doing this stuff. Have a good day.